So it's great to be in Montgomery County. I want to give tribute as I begin to Keith Howler, who maybe some of you know and knew. The cone of uncertainty. This was just in the Washington Post and the drawing board on Saturday. Maybe some of you, or maybe yesterday, maybe some of you saw it. But what is it about these polls, right? So we are going to try to unravel some of that mystery. And the mystery of the clicker is one of the mysteries. There we go. So we'll see how that works. But anyway, so the Credentials of Opinion works. Thanks to Susan for giving a little rundown. I mean, we are working for the Baltimore Sun since 2007. We've been their pollster for a long time. And I've been through multiple ownership changes at the Baltimore Sun. And I still love them. You know, they're a great organization. And some of these others. And we really are focused on trying to figure out how humans make decisions. We are social science based. So we are thinking about decision making, we're thinking about the factors that drive decisions. After all, our vote is a decision, it's a behavior, it's something that we need to study in a social way. And so that's the way in which I approach polling, and I'm going to talk about that here today. So I'll give you a couple quick little snippets of work that we're doing. This is the EPA work for the Chesapeake Bay program. And there's a great website called ChesapeakeBehaviorChange.org, which belongs to the Bay program. We have conducted the research and helped develop this website for them. And it looks at stewardship behaviors across the Bay watershed. And what are people doing? What do we hope that they'll do? And how do we get people to perform behaviors that they're not performing today? It's a large sample size study, 6,500 interviews, including 1,700 right here in Maryland. So we have an ability to look very carefully at behavior down to the local level. My next example, click, I may need to ask somebody to help me. There we go. So for the Recycling Partnership, which is a national NGO which works with industry and local recycling programs to make recycling work better at the local level. We have developed a confidence index where we're looking at how people feel about recycling and whether they are going to behave the more confident they feel. And the answer is yes. And so I think there are some issues with recycling confidence today. Do we really believe that the things we put in the recycling cart are going to end up getting made into something new and something useful? Question mark. You know, so that's one of those things. You could think it's a very short step from here to voting behavior and people's confidence in our system of voting. And part of what's so important about your work and about the times that we live in is that issue of confidence. Confidence in our system, confidence in our voting, and whether it's going to be representative. And so it's something that I share with you, that sense that this is very important for us all to be working on. In Howard County right now, we're in the field doing a health assessment. I show you these examples because survey research is not just about political horse race polls. The same methodologies that pollsters are using to try to handicap a race are being used for extremely important public health decisions and other societal decisions. And so our public's confidence in polling and in surveys is very important to maintain as well. And those of us that are practitioners of the art of polling need to be ethical and to try to get people to feel good about what we're doing, for sure. So this is one of our, I put this one up here because this was our greatest success, you know, in 2010, when O'Malley was running against Ehrlich, and we came out in mid to late October with a 14-point lead for O'Malley, and it was nerve-wracking because that was way beyond what conventional wisdom thought was the case, but he ended up winning by exactly 14, which was nice, although I was probably, truthfully, a little ahead of the curve. We probably did overpredict, and he was moving in that direction, but sometimes it goes well. Here's another example of where it went well. Anne Arundel County, so for the Baltimore Sun Media Group, they also own the Annapolis Capital Gazette. And so we worked for them last year in the county executive race, and we called it by 8 points, and Stuart Pittman won by exactly 8 points, so I felt good about that one too. And my friend Chris Trumbauer, who works for Stuart, said, you should tell everybody about this, 'cause that